Yeah, good morning. Welcome back. We are going to start the unit number one, that is in the management science course. The unit number one that it consists of the three parts. One is an introduction to the management, and the second part is the management thought evaluation process, and third part is the organization and organization structuring. Now, coming to the point of what are the basic concept of management and what is management. First, we'll understand what is management, definitions of management, functions of management, levels of management. With this, the introduction part will complete. Now, see that what is management. Sir, there are different definitions. For what is management? Because management is in the general discipline. It is a social science. It is in social science where people will pursue the management in the different ways. So, but when we are understanding the need of management in the organization, we are able to describe it well. For that, we'll understand what is the need of management. Yes, in organization, management is required because to manage the productive resources. There are different productive resources are there like land, labor, capital, and entrepreneur. These four are known as the production factors. Managers in the organization, then they use of all these productive resources. By managing of these productive resources, they are able to get the things done. For that, they propose certain strategies. They will organize the things, they direct the things, they lead the things, they motivate the things. So these are all aspects will be done for managing of these resources, like four production factors like land, labor, capital, and entrepreneur. Not only that, the management is required, the management is needed, management skills are needed, the management discipline is needed, because we are living in a dynamic environment. Because the entire environment, the business organizations operate, it is in a dynamic way. It means it is in it will change according to the situations. What I mean to say that we are living in a changing environment, or we are living in a dynamic environment. When environment changes, environment means there are the two type of environment: internal and external. Internal, that called company policy, internal employees of the company, owners of the organization, policies of the organization, and so on. External, like economical, technical, social, political, these are all the external environmental factors. Because of the change of the environment, the organization internally and is also supposed to change. So while we are proposing appropriate management decisions, we need to think that in the organization perspective and as well as the people perspective. So the management is required to understand what exactly the individuals required, what an organization is required, and what sort of strategies to be adapted for achieving of these objectives. Where management will explore the different sort of opportunities or different sort of solutions to the specified problems in the organization. For this, and finally, we can say management is required because of to live in the environment and to manage the what of the resources that which is required for the organizations. When we understand the need of management, and now we will see what are the basic definitions of the management. Management is an social science where people will define management in the different ways according to their perceptions, but we as an managers, we as an technocrats, we need to think management in a practitioner's point of view. The people who practice the management into the organization, that's what we say. The practitioners are called managers. The practitioners are called managers. So finally, we can say the management is what manager does in an organization, or what managers do in an organization, that is called management. So here we need to understand two questions. Who is a manager? What he will do? Manager is a person who perform management functions. What are the management functions? There are different management functions are there, like planning, organizing, staffing, directing, coordinating, communicating, motivating, leading, as like controlling, and there are different sort of management functions are there. So where and manage people who perform the management functions into the organization, they are called managers. and what they do, it is called management. This is in a general scenario of understanding what is management. But there are different authors, they given the definition, different definitions for the management. If we examine of the two definitions, which will give a proper view regarding to the management. So usually the management is the process of getting things done. Yes, we have the different resources, we have an environment. By using of these resources in this environment, we need to get the things done in the organization. That is what management. Managers, what they do, they get the things done from the others. That is called management. So that's why in generally management, it is a process of getting things done in the organization. Actually, it is the definition which is given by the Kunz and Daniel. Kunz and Daniel defines that management is as an art of getting things done. Management is an art of getting things done through and with the people in formally organized groups. In an organization, the people are organized in a formal way, in a designated way. So according to their designation, they will do the tasks. Management is an art of getting things done by them. The people who are doing the work in the organization, we need to get the things done in the by them, and getting this and taking that work from the subordinates, or taking the work from the people, is called management. It is an art of creating and maintaining an internal environment in an organized groups. That's what I told you. We organize the entire people in the organization into the different group, like production, marketing, finance, systems, R&D, as like that. And like we are having the different positions into every department. So formally organized groups will be there, where individuals will work as like a group, can perform effectively and efficiently towards of the attainment of the goal. Whatever the goal that which we prescribed, to achieve the goal, the people will work combinedly, and getting the work combinedly from the people is called management. That is what we can define. We can say that management is an art of getting things done with the people in formally organized groups. This is a one definition which is given by the Kunz and Daniel. And we have another definition. This McFarland defines the management in a detailed manner, so that which will give another input to us to understand what is management exactly. It is a process by which managers create, direct, maintain, and operate a purposive organization through a systematic, coordinative, and cooperative human efforts. They are very clear. This definition is a detailed definition which provide an insight of what is management. Management is the process of by which managers create. They create the things, they direct the things, they maintain the things. Finally, they will operate the things in the organization in a purposive manner through a systematic, coordinative, and a cooperative human efforts. Systematic, coordinative, and cooperative human efforts are considered, and based on that, I mean, that's what I told you. The group of people will be there. The group of people, the human efforts will be there. All these people combined will work in a systematic manner and in a predefined manner, in a coordinative manner. Finally, they will achieve the goal in the organization. Creation, organization will be created, people are directed, they will be maintained, and through maintaining them, we operate them in a purpose, for a purpose. So means we can say management is a goal oriented. Things will be organized for to achieve a specified goal. So this is another definition which is given by the McFarland. With these two definitions, we can say management is getting things done in the organization for a specified task, for fulfillment of a specified task, with the coordinative and the cooperative efforts of cooperative human efforts in the organization. This is what management. By seeing these definitions, we'll understand what is the nature of management. The nature of management is in multidisciplinary. Sir, management is an art of getting things done. It is an art. The way it is a proficiency. The way we are going to get the things, it depends upon the individual. Now, so people will have the different perceptions. They use their perceptions. They use their own cognition to get the things. That's why it is multidisciplinary. It is not a single discipline. It is a combination of the different disciplines. Like it takes economics, it takes statistics, it takes anthropology, it takes sociology, it takes psychology, it takes mathematics. No, it take all the different disciplines, functions, the different disciplines, concepts. Use them to get the things done into the organization. It is a dynamic nature of principles and flexible, not dynamic nature of principles or flexible principles. All the principles are dynamic in nature. There is no static principle. What the management principles are there today? If you are, what are the principle we are adapting today may not be true for the tomorrow, may not be applicable for the other situations or for other environment. So it is a dynamic principle. All the management principles are dynamic. It will change according to the people, organization, time, and environment. So management is a science and art. Another point is that management is a science or art. Yes, management is both science and as well as the art. I think you know what is science. Science is a systematized body of knowledge. Art is a profession. Art is a skill. So here, management, we use the different theories, different principles we will use to get the things done, and we majoritarily, we depends upon to the art, the proficiency of getting things done, the practice that we made to get the things done. We use proficiency. It depends upon to the individual, and it depends upon to the situation and time. It depends upon to the subordinates. It depends upon to the type of group that we are going to be handling. So management is not only science; it is an art. Finally, we can say management is science and art both. And management principles are not absolute principles. Means what are the principles that which we are applying? It is not the same for the entire organization. It is different to the organization to the organization. This management is a profession. Another is it is a profession. Yes, a profession is anything, any activity backed by an occupation. It is called profession. Yes, management is a profession. It is an occupation in the business environment where we can earn money by solving the problems and by improving the organizational efficiency, where we can earn profits or we can earn some income from data. So where management is a profession. Universality of the management. This is another nature that we have. Yes, management is universal. Wherever you go, at any time, at any situation, you have the management. You need to you can implement the management practices. Management is universal, but not management principles. So it is a goal oriented. Yes, management. That's what I told you. Management is an art of getting things done by others. Getting things done by others. Whatever the work they do, that is called for a specified work, they will be managed. For a specified task, they will be organized. It is a goal oriented. And another definition also we saw that from McFarland. Management is it's a process where which managers create, direct, maintain, and operate a purposive organization. Purposive, it is indicate that a goal oriented, a specific purpose is there to organize the things or to manage the things in the organization. And management is a factor of production. Yes, there are 4 production factors we are having, like land, labor, capital, entrepreneur. So majorly entrepreneurs comes under the management, and it is a factor of production. They try to share the revenues or the resources or in the organization. So we say it is a management is a factor of production. This is about the nature of management. Then coming to the point of the scope of the management, and what are the areas, scope that it indicate that what are the areas that which will comes under the management. So here, when you come to the subject matter of management, management is a process. So when we say the management is a process, management is a performing of management functions. Here we will consider the basic activities of management management as a scope. Different areas will be considered under the as a subject matter of management. So already I told you there are different management functions are there. Performing of management functions is called performance of management functions. Managerial functions in the organization is called management. So here there are different managerial functions are there. It which was described by the Kunj and Daniel. Kunj and Daniel classified the entire management functions into the five broad categories like planning, organizing, staffing, directing, and controlling. These five are known as in the functions of management. So, and as a subject matter of management, it takes into the consideration of all the basic functions of management as a components as a components of management, as a components of management. So management, it consists of five functions. They are called the five components of management, like planning, organizing, staffing, directing, and controlling. These five. And when it comes another point under the scope of management, management is having a broader scope, the functional areas it consists of, like financial management, human resource management, marketing management, production management, material management. You see, sir, we can use management for any sort of activity, like home management, house management, friends management, friends group management, college management. You say that you take anything in the society, that everything to be managed well. To manage well means performing of management functions over there. We need to plan properly. We need to organize the things properly. We need to staff the things properly. We need to direct the things properly. Finally, we need to control the things properly. For any activity, we do this. But we say that the all these are all the functional areas of management: management of people, management of the customer, management of the production system, management of the materials. So as no, these are all combinedly known as the functional areas of the management. Then management is an interdisciplinary. Already I told you it is a multidisciplinary approach. Then management is a multidisciplinary approach, and interdisciplinary approach, like economics, sociology, psychology, anthropology, statistics, economics. It take all the sciences into the consideration, and for formulation of a separate discipline. So we say it is a multidisciplinary approach. And then we say management principles. All the management principles are applied is an universal level, at universal level. But management principles will change. The applicability will change according to the goal and according to the group that which is going to be undertaken. Management is an agent of change. Basically, it is a management is a technique that can improve that can do the proper research, and it can improve the organizational efficiency. It is a change agent from current to the new way. A new adaptations will be made, and finally it will change the current to the new state, or new state. The new state it will change. And essentiality of the management is an management is included in the scientific method, in the human relations, and quantitative technique. We have an essentials are there. Say management is to do the things in the organization, or to get the things done into the organization. We need to the things in a systematic manner. We need to manage. We require the people for that. We require certain sort of quantitative and qualitative techniques for that. So if these essentials are taken, and using of that, they get the things done into the organization. This is about the scope of management. And already I told you there are the five basic functions are there into the management. So the functions like planning, organizing, staffing, directing, and controlling. These five are known as the basic functions of management. Now we see one after another. What are the basic functions of management? First, we take a planning. A planning is a pre-conscious determination of future course of action. Simple definition. Planning is a pre-conscious. Consciously, we try to determine what will happen into the future time. That is called planning. Yes, every day, every second, every organization, every individual do certain sort of plannings. There are the two things: plan and planning. Planning is a process. Plan is an action. Sir, decision making is a process. Decision is an action. So planning is it is a process of pre-conscious determination of a future course of action. What we do in future time today, we try to determine. Then it is called planning. So second function is organizing. Once the planning is done, then we move to the organizing. Organizing, it is a process of dividing the entire work into the workable packages. It means the entire organization plan will be divided as like a parts. and every part will be assigned to an individual position. Means the entire organizational task is divided as in marketing, finance, production, R&D, and you say that all these are all divided into the parts, and it will be assigned to the individual positions, not to individuals. Individual positions such as marketing manager, production manager, finance manager, as like that. So that is what organizing. So dividing the work into the workable packages and assigning that work to the individual positions is called organizing. By organizing, we can use the resources in optimally, and finally, we are able to successfully complete the plans. That is called organizing. Staffing. Third function is the staffing. Staffing, it is a process of filling the required human resources at the different positions. What we did in the organizing, we divided the work and assigned the work to the individual positions. It means different positions are identified to the organizing, and whatever the positions that which we identified, we fill the people into that particular positions by using of the staffing function. Now, coming to the point of another function, directing. It is also called leading. Directing, it is a process of providing a path to the employee to perform a specified task. Yes, we need to direct the people to do the tasks. So what to do, what not to do. By specifying that, I mean by formulating policies, procedures, programs, schedules, we are able to direct the people to get the things done in the organization. That is called directing or leading. Then here, leading is also one it's called directing. It comes under the directing function only. Leading, it is a process of influencing the behavior of others to do the task. It means by policy, by procedure, we are making them to do the tasks. And finally, last function, fifth function is controlling. It is controlling, motivating, coordinating, communicating. These are all comes under the controlling function. Controlling, it is a process of and it is a combination of the two. One is in motivating and controlling. Motivating is in committing an individual to perform a specified task. Yes, we need to make the people to do the task by fixing certain standards. Once the standards are fixed, then we need to control them. When standards are there, when we make the standards, then we are able to control them. So controlling, it is a process of comparing the actuals with the standards, finding the deviations, and providing certain remedies to avoid the deviation. I want to produce 10,000 units, but I produced 8,000 units. Lack is 2,000 units. Why I was not produced? Why I am not able to produce of these 2,000 units? That I need to assess. And once I assess, I will find a cause, and to avoid that problem or the bottlenecks, then we propose certain strategies. Finally, we achieve this. So controlling, it is a process of comparing the actuals with the standards, and which provides a modification and feedback for this. And finally, we achieve the target. These are the 5 management functions. The 5 management functions are interrelated to each other. Planning, organizing depends on planning. Staffing depends on organizing. Staffing direction depends upon to the staffing type of people in the organization. See, controlling depends upon to the directions that which we given. So entire all are linked here. So I presented that in a pictorial manner here. You can have a look on this how it is interrelated. Once the functions are described, we need to know the levels of management. So there are 3 levels are there in the organization. The entire organization is divided into the 3 parts and 3 levels. That is in the top level, middle level, and the lower level. You see the called top level, middle level, lower level management. In layman language, top level is higher level, middle level is in managerial, middle level people, and lower level is in lower level is in people who work into the organization. But in management way, it is set into the 3 levels, that is called top, middle, and functional, and frontline, or it is also called as a functional or the frontline. They're called as a strategic, tactical, and operative level. So 3 levels, sir. Strategic, tactical, and operative level. In personal management language, it is called white collar people, blue collar people. Strategic and tactical level people, top level and middle level is known as in the white collar, and a non-management and frontline manager is called the blue collar level. Sir, if you see that called, what are the types? Three types we are talking: frontline managers, middle managers, top managers. Lower level operational functional lower level managers, middle level managers, and top level. Operative. Strategic, tactical, and operative. The first line managers are called operative, operational managers or operative level managers. They are responsible for the day-to-day operations into the organization, and they supervise the things in performing the activities required to make the goods or services. So basically, supervisor level at the or executive level, these people comes under the frontline level. And the middle level managers are they're at the middle between the top management and the lower level management, and they're between the strategic level and operative level. We are having the tactical level. These people are responsible to find the best way to use the departmental resources to achieve the specified goal. To achieve the specified goals, these people will plan the things and execute the things into the organization. And whatever the top level strategic people said, tactical people will implement into the organization. It means whatever the managing director will say, and a marketing manager will implement. So whatever the decisions they taken at the tactical level, it will be influenced only to that particular portion of the organization. Marketing decision, marketing department only. Production only. Finance only. So they are responsible only for the operations of their concern, only their limited area in the organization. Then top level or the strategic level, it is in the highest level into the organization, and they're responsible for the performance of departmental level and as well as the cross departmental level also. It means whatever the decision they taken, it will influence not only one department, it is impact onto the entire organization. Then it is they're called the strategic level. So we see that called the type of managers at the different level: top, middle, and first line managers. And examples are given: CEO, vice president, directors. There comes under the top level. Managers, there comes under the middle level, and non-supervisory levels and executive levels comes under the lower level. So this is about the introduction to the management. So I think you hope you understood, and we move to the second part of the first unit, that is in management thought evolution process into the next session. Thank you.